Hi, some week ago I just make some glitch percussion sample with a rack setup using acoustic sound. You can find this video in the description, and now I want to make some glitchy beats with this sample on the gotharman LD3. So first we're going to select to use sample, and we're gonna find some glitch percussion. They are going to GP on my list, glitch percussion, and the number right behind. As you can see, on the second column, you have the same number with the R. The R is for reverse, because the gotharman LD3 can't really reverse the sound once it's in his memory. You can do some tricks with some infer fix, but it sounds totally different. So let's hear selecting a sample. Alright, let's select this one, and on the second slot, select the same sample but with the R. Alright, put some trigger. Here, all the sample like that, by put the release at the maximum. And now, in the selection, you gonna choose two, because we're using two samples. So now, when I'm using the jump parameter, I'm selecting the other sound, which is the same one as reverse. So we're gonna automate this by using a sequence. Sequence 1, for example, let's put like 2 triggers here and change the last step to something like 15. So it will slightly move around the sequence because the drum sequence is 16 steps. Alright, so now let's assign this to the chop parameter. So sequence 1. And as you can see now, some of the trigger will be reverse. This is a really simple and useful technique for glitch drums. So now another thing you can do is modulate the start parameter. So once again, let's build the sequence. So let's select a control track 2 and do something like that. Now here on modulation, selecting sequence 2. And just put the start, something like that. As you can see on here, we now have some variation. Let's play with the tuning now for find other sounds. Alright, so another thing you can do is using some filter, particularly the hard one like the destruction, the lofi, for wave shaping your sample. So let's try this. As you can hear, it can be really heavy. So let's use the mix parameter to bring back the original sound with. Try the other side. Yeah. In phase opposition, this is better. Alright, we can modulate the cutoff parameter. So for this one, let's use LFO. Not bad. I like to change at least one parameter of each LFO I use, so I'm sure I'm already using this LFO, because on the gotharman LD3 you can see the LFO destination you have, and since you have 16 LFOs, it's really easy to lose the tracks. So I will just move slightly one parameter, so now in this patch, if I come back to this LFO, I know I already use it for something else. Let's reduce slightly. Alright, now let's add some reverb. Let's select an FX1. Go to 9. Let's use the reverb. As you can see here, it drops the sound, so let's put the gain here at the maximum. Let's try to put some distortion before the reverb. Here, bus 1. Selecting scene. And reducing the mix, just add a little of this distortion. And as you can hear, we already have some glitch perk, really hard to synthesize. It's way easier to do like this. Alright, let's add another sound just quick for a variation to the drum. Selecting sample, glitch percussion, any. Okay, let's try this one. Reducing. Oh, I want more snappy, so let's try to use the start parameter. Perfect. Another way shaping things you can do is using one of the last filter I add is the 2 band pass, and with high resonance settings you can have 2 cutoff points, so you can do some really nice resonating sound. Let's hear. So let's modulate the 2 cutoff first with an LFO. As I said before, let's just move one parameter. I'm sure I'm already using it. And for the second one, let's use a sequence. Once we already created, like the sequence 2. Alright, and add of the original sound. Alright, not too bad. Let's bring back the first one. Let's change the length of the new sound we just add, something like slightly fading polyrhythm. And remember, you can try to move the morph knob for bring back the original sound without processing you have done, because we have nothing on the morph B. And sometimes around the knob you can find some cool sounds, so let's try this. Alright, so here is one of the many possibilities you have with sample on the gotharman Format 3, and I hope it will help you to have a good idea for sound design. Bye bye.